It's time for Focus Forward, sponsored by Invest Grand Bahama. It's Grand Bahama's best talk show, highlighting all of the positive things happening in Freeport.
Look forward to our special guests each week that will tell you about events, activities, and initiatives that are making a remarkable impact on our community.
You'll also hear from local business owners and get a heads up on deals and special promotions. It's time to Focus Forward. Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Grand Bahama's Best Talk Show, Focus Forward, sponsored by the Invest Grand Bahama unit of the Grand Bahama Port Authority. My name is Glendia Sweeting, Manager of Quality Assurance and Special Projects, and I am joined by my co-host. She says I'm the only person that calls her Alexandria, so I'm going to call her Alexandria Thompson today. Alexandria Thompson, Director of Public Relations at the Downtown Freeport Business Association. Hello there, how are you?
Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening, whenever you're watching us, because our people watch us all the time. Did you know that?
I do.
Or maybe they're watching me.
They might be watching you.
Or maybe watching you.
Whoever's watching, we are very grateful for you. And thank you so much for joining us again. Today is a very special day.
Special?
Yes.
I got dressed up today.
You always get dressed up though.
No, but I really dressed up today.
You
not
have
notice?
a fascinator on. No, I've noticed. It's quite
I
nice.
noticed you dressed up nice today too.
Well, you know, it comes with the territory. I'm just grateful to be able to wear these pearls.
The pearls.
And I don't have to clutch them today. That means today is a good show.
Today is a
right?
good show.
And so we're going to have
today.
our special edition show. This is our Mother's Day Health, Wellness, and Beauty show. And so we normally would have Mother's Day special.
Yes.
And we would normally talk with all of the businesses, and we would have so many of them coming in and going out and talking about what they have to offer. But this time we decided that we wanted to do something just a little bit different. How about we bring in some persons that can help you with health, with wellness, and then we could talk about beauty on the tail end.
And that's what we're talking
right?
about, the beauty part.
Yes.
I like it.
So we're just very, very happy to be in your presence and to be in your company. And thank you for joining us again. And Alex, just remind them, let them know how they can find us and how they can share.
We're everywhere. Did you not know that?
I don't know. Where can they find us, Alex?
You can find us, of course. You can find us, of course, always on ZNES. You can find us on Our TV, ILTV. You can also listen to us on Dove and The Rhythm. And if you want an opportunity to be on Focus Forward with your business, don't forget, all you have to do is send us an email. Say, I want to be on Focus Forward to info@gbpa.com. Once you are a licensee of the Grand Bahama Port Authority, it is your free. It's your opportunity to talk about your business here. And of course, we want to do that. We want to tell the community and the world at large what you have to offer here in Grand Bahama. So don't forget, just send us an email that says, I want to be on Focus Forward at info@gbpa.com. It is free for all licensees. And Glendia, what do they get?
They get a whole lot more.
Tell them.
You normally tell them about the business segment of the week.
Well, let me give them more.
And those opportunities. So go ahead.
So you have an opportunity to
She's shining today. Go ahead.
to have a commercial made all for free, and you will be take up our business segment of the week, and you will have this commercial that'll be yours that you could use anytime, anywhere, at no charge to you. There's benefits to being a licensee of the GBPA.
Absolutely. And if you want to hear more about those benefits, just reach out to us at Invest Grand Bahama, 350-9000. And I'm quite certain someone in the business development department would tell you about it. And if you're interested, if you want to become an entrepreneur, again, reach out to us, 350-9000 or info@gbpa.com. We want to thank our sponsors. We know about Invest Grand Bahama. But we also want to say thank you to OMG Couture, Pick Hair, Beauty Center, Visible Changes, all of the small businesses that come to the table and say, hey, how can we be a part? So thank you guys so much for being with us and working with us and joining us.
And it makes us look fabulous.
Well, we call the names already.
Who
OMG
takes us?
Creative Eye Studio.
Creative Eye Studio.
Yes.
Yeah, she makes us look beautiful as well.
Yes.
So thank you as well. You know what? We like to definitely acknowledge our sponsors because we appreciate them. And again, if you want to be a sponsor of this show, again, just send us an email and say, I want to be a sponsor at info@gbpa.com.
It's just that simple. So thank you guys so much. So we want to get into the conversation. The show today is going to be in 3 parts because we have so much information that we want to be able to share with you.
Sound like a long show.
And so
Get extra special time too. All these extra special people.
It's the same showtime. We're just doing some different things because we do have some very special people on the show.
That's what I'm talking about.
So let's get it going. So today we are excited to welcome back to the show Coach Celia Dubie. Coach Celia is a USAT, I'm hoping I'm saying it correctly, USAT certified triathlon coach. And for over 25 years, she's been coaching people of all ages between the ages of 7 and 87. And if you were familiar with Focus Forward, you would know that Coach Celia has been on here twice, right? Yeah. As we would have moved around over the years, and particularly when it comes to the Conchman Triathlon.
That's right.
Right, so she's been training a lot of our Bahamian athletes.
Did you
and
at
so
the
she's
Conchman Triathlon last year?
No, but you were supposed to be.
Okay,
right?
We're talking to Celia, Coach Celia, about health and wellness.
But I missed it. Let's see what happens this year, right?
Year.
We'll see what happens. We will see what happens this year. But of course, Coach Celia is really on a mission right now. And she's on a mission to educate. And so she's been doing this for quite some time. And we had some meetings recently and we started talking and she said, I really would like to share some information about 10 easy things that persons can do to try to have more of a healthy lifestyle.
Right.
And so we had the conversations and we want to hear a little bit more, Coach Celia. So thank you so much for joining us again.
Thank you.
And let's get right into the conversation. I won't delay. So tell us about it.
This Sunday we have Mother's Day, right?
Yes.
And mothers are to be honored, and we want to keep our mothers healthy.
That's right.
So that they can do a great job in taking care of all the people that they take care of, right? So there's 10 easy things that anyone can do every day, 10 easy things every day to do to keep yourself healthy. They're not crazy, they're not intense, right?
I'm holding on to the word easy.
Yeah, they're really
word
simple.
easy.
They're very simple. They're very simple. So what I like to do is I have this acronym, Health Days, okay?
Health Days.
So we'll take H, okay? Every hour, you want to stand up and move around for at least 5 minutes, okay?
I can do that.
Yeah. I mean, it's really important. To sit and be sedentary is detrimental to our health. It truly is. So every hour, these fancy watches, they set little alarms, little buzzes, and they'll tell you, get up and move. All you got to do, 5 minutes every single hour. That's going to get your blood flowing, get your oxygen to all your organs and functioning properly, okay?
Well, that's good to remember because, we spend time on these systems all day,
Yeah.
right?
I don't know
a lot of people do that.
I don't know when you're sitting down for more than an hour at a time. You're always on the go.
I am on the go, but I'm usually doing this somewhere. And then when I decide that I really need to focus, I do sit down and I go in the office and I say, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
If you
and
don't-
that could be
okay,
several
yeah.
hours. That could be half a day.
Yeah.
Okay,
If
so
you don't
that's
have a
what's going
manual
on.
labor job, and most of us don't,
Right.
most of us are sitting in air conditioning. We
Agreed.
need to get up every hour and move. So E, okay? Eat 4 fruits and, not a or, and 5 vegetables every day. So make a fist, and that's the serving size.
Okay.
So 4 fist size of fresh fruit and 5 fist-size servings of vegetables. So understand, okay, the nutrients, the vitamins, those are found, the enzymes, those are found in raw food. Once you cook food above 118 degrees, you kill all the nutrients, all the vitamins, all the enzymes, and those are essential to rebuilding all the cells you're breaking down throughout your
So
day.
you want us to eat
4 fist size of fruits.
4 fist size of fruit,
Not
raw,
dry.
not cooked,
Right.
right,
Right.
and 4
5
veggies,
raw veggies,
5
not
roasted.
cooked, not steamed, not
So
roasted.
I need to eat
raw.
that broccoli and eat those
Yeah.
carrots and
And
eat the
so-
celery.
exactly.
Now my celery with peanut
that
butter
has
or
to be
ranch.
every
Absolutely. Well, go with
Okay.
the peanut butter and the
Not
ranch.
so much as the ranch.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in one salad, you could easily have 3 vegetables and 2 fruit, right?
Okay.
It's a fist size, and you put it together, and then,
So I was wondering how
Yeah.
we can make this a little bit more practical. Because when
Absolutely.
you tell me 4
It
fruits
sounds a
and
lot.
5
Which means
vegetables,
I got to eat a pear,
it
I got to
does
eat
sound-
a
yes.
banana, but I could have a handful of strawberries.
Exactly.
Oh, a handful of raspberries.
1 banana. If you cut a banana in half, it's
I can
one.
have a half a
right? An
pear.
apple.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
All
You
right.
take a scoop full of spinach, throw it on the plate, right?
Okay.
Chop the salads. That makes it a lot tastier. Put it all together. Chop the
All
salads.
right.
Good
Okay,
stuff.
so now you break it down, so we're able
Right.
to know exactly what we
Yeah.
need to get. All right, so
Okay.
4 fruit,
5 vegetables.
5 vegetables,
Yeah.
all raw.
Exactly.
Can't add the cinnamon sugar
Try not to.
or the whipped cream.
Okay.
Try not to. All right, so we're going
So,
to move on to the A,
A,
okay? Attitude of gratitude. It's so important to our mental health. They've done scientific studies. It is impossible to be unhappy if you're also grateful for something.
I'm grateful for you.
Really? I'm grateful for you too.
That's sweet. That's a moment. That's very sweet.
I know, every now and again. This is the second one in 7 years. But you know, it works.
But you know,
awesome.
when life gets frazzled, you know, maybe you're at a stoplight, just take one moment, close the lips, breathe in and out your nose, and just take a moment to be grateful for something. It'll offer you a lot of mental clarity, right? You know how your moms get all frazzled and stuff.
Yeah,
Sometimes
we do.
just
We get frazzled.
Yeah,
'Cause a
close
lot's
the
going
lips.
on.
Yep. Inhale out, exhale, inhale through the nose. Just think of something grateful for. I'm grateful for my children, right? I'm grateful for my life, right? Attitude of gratitude.
I'm grateful for this stoplight. So I can put on my mascara on
There
my
you
way to
go.
work.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
All right, we got
This is a lot.
H-E-A-L. Okay,
Right.
ready for this one?
Yes, yes.
Lighten up, laugh out loud, right? Don't take things so seriously, right?
Seriously?
Okay.
Right? To laugh is really good. You're getting a little bit, your heart rate's coming a little bit, you're getting some oxygen, right? But also lighten up. Don't take everything so seriously.
Not a hee hee hee, ha ha ha.
Yeah, you want to laugh. And,
I gotta laugh
and
at
how
that.
do you do that? Watch funny content, positive content, right? If you were to stay home all day and watch the news, oh my gosh, that's just sad and
That's why they watch
depressing.
Focus
Yes,
Forward.
sometimes.
Right?
Because they
right?
get laughter.
And they get
information
fun,
and fun.
Exactly.
Watch
Lighten
Focus
up.
Forward all day.
Exactly.
Way to plug it in. Way
That's
to
it.
plug it in.
And read positive content. You know, your subconscious is very powerful.
Right.
Read happy, positive content, right?
Okay.
Okay, so the T.
T.
Okay, think critically. Okay, so we're of an age where everyone's chat GPTing stuff, right? Copy and pasting things to write things, answering questions, right? Copy and paste. Try your best to think critically, okay? If a person's retired, do puzzles, Sudokus, right? Get yourself thinking every day, at least 10 minutes, right? So for those of us that are still working and are engaged, you know, you can do that. You can do that. If you are retired, play some games. Get yourself thinking critically.
I can play some crosswords.
Exactly.
Some Sudoku.
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
I love that.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. So the next one is H. Hydrate. It's so important that you drink enough water every day.
So how much water
Yes,
are we
great
talking
question,
about?
Glenda. So we live in a very hot climate, right? The Bahamas is beautiful, but it can be humid and hot. So the standard is half your body weight. So if a person weighs 150 pounds, that means you should drink 75 ounces of water a day. Now, if you're outdoor laborer, sweating a lot, if you're
You'll drink
exercising, you should drink your full body weight. So if you're 150 pounds, 150 ounces of water every day.
Okay, so let me just break that down. Let me think about that for a second.
Do you really want to do
A
that?
bottle of water is 11 ounces. I need 1, 2.
Well, we don't.
She needs more time to think about it.
Yeah.
That gives me about, I guess I can say how many bottles of water, because we all kind of just grab a bottle of
Yeah,
water.
so each bottle is about 16
ounces,
ounces,
so 16
right?
ounces
so
of water and-
yeah, depends how
okay.
much you weigh. It's based on your weight.
I need like 2 bottles.
So then we go on to days, okay? So D.
Yes.
Vitamin D is essential. Number one, it's essential to your mental health, vitamin D. It's also essential for your body's ability to absorb nutrients and vitamins. And what's the biggest source of vitamin D? The sun. Get outside, fresh air for at least 10 minutes a day. Get that vitamin D, be out in the daylight every day for at least 10 minutes.
I'm going to come by your office and I'm going to tell you come outside with me for 10 minutes.
We could give
and
it a
we'll
try.
stand in the sun.
Yeah.
She said vitamin D.
I get
Vitamin
it.
D, yeah.
I would rather take in the sun while I'm moving to go do something
Yeah.
else. No, seriously.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Be
Seriously.
moving,
Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, I'd like to be
We'll
moving
go for
to.
a walk. We'll do our,
Yeah, do-
our walk
sure.
at the same time.
We'll see how it goes.
And drink our water.
Yes.
So number
Hydrate.
8 hours of sleep. So
Okay.
sleep is essential to our endocrine system. Our endocrine system are our hormones, right? So for good balance of hormones, you really need those 8 hours of sleep. That's when your body is rejuvenating yourself, right? And 8 hours is really essential. I know a lot of people say, well, I don't need that much sleep. You
So
really
I was about to ask because I would love to have 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
But I get a good 4 or 5,
Yeah.
and then I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I know it's not good for
very
long-term
blessed.
sustainability, but what do you do if you can't get 8 hours in one session?
You have to get it.
Yeah, you're very
Like, how do you
blessed.
do it?
You're very blessed if you can do that. But you said yourself it's short term, right? Is that
Right.
long term, right? So as long as you can catch up, a lot of times I will fall, to that as well, 4 or 6 hours. Then the next day I try to make up for it.
Okay.
So if you can make up for it, you will within a week or so.
So I can tell
Maybe
my
some
family
short
that
naps and stuff.
all day Saturday, don't touch me, I'm sleeping, I'm making up my sleep time.
You could try that. Yeah. Good luck with that, Mom.
If it works.
You could try that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so what's next, Coach?
Okay, so why? Yay, I get to exercise. Embrace it, right? Some people don't like to exercise. I think that's sad, but you got to embrace it. And you need a minimum of 30 minutes of exercise every day so that you're sweating. 30 minutes minimum every single day. And you might as well embrace it. Say yay about it, right? You can't get away from it.
I like how you put exercise with yay, with Y for yay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go on to, you said healthy days, right?
Yeah, so the
All right,
last
so we're
one.
running out of time.
Yeah,
So
we're
tell
good.
me
So
what are those?
Socialize. We all saw during the pandemic how, hard it was for people that were isolated.
Right.
Socialize. Interact with at least 3 people that you do not live with, minimum every day, and try your best to make that in person. Right now we're in person, we're exchanging energy, right? It's just a lot more powerful. Yes, you could do it on FaceTime, you could do it on,
Yes.
texting
Zoom
and emailing
and
Zoom.
Teams
Yes, you
and-
can.
No more
You
Teams.
can.
Work.
You can. But ideally, you want that in
person.
person. 3 people a day. Socialize. We are social beings. We are meant to connect. Relationships are paramount.
When I show up to your
Got it.
office tomorrow, I don't want you to tell me you're busy.
But I don't ever do that.
And you're always in a meeting.
I'm usually in meetings, but I
Yes.
return all of my phone calls, answer
So
all of my
We're
emails
coming
and messages.
to socialize, to drink
Yes.
water, to stand up and go for a walk, and to get a laugh.
Tomorrow?
Yes.
I may be off tomorrow, but we'll make it work. We'll
I
see
love
what
that.
happens. Coach Celia, this is some good information.
Thank you.
you so
It's
much
easy
for
to
sharing with
remember.
us.
Good.
Very, very easy to remember. So we're going to take out these little nuggets and these things and apply it to our lives where
Health
we can.
days.
Where necessary. Health days.
Yes.
Health days.
Health days.
Well, again, thank you so much for joining us.
welcome.
I'm quite sure we will see you back for Conk-Man later on in the year.
Absolutely.
I know you're going to be training and
start
working with
November
everyone, so that'll be
2nd.
good.
November 2nd.
November 2nd.
So we start
Everybody is like
training
winking
her.
and pointing at me. Why are you doing
Relay
that?
team. Relay team.
Relay team.
Relay team. Remember,
I
I'll get you
will
a biker.
relay
I'll
the
get you some-
message to
whatever
someone
you want.
who could certainly be in place to work with
Alex. And a
Alex.
swimmer.
Okay, that's interesting.
I'll get you.
I will relay the message.
I'll get you one. You need to do the other 2. I'll get you one.
All right, so guys, we're so grateful to Coach Celia for being with us today, sharing some information about health days, telling us about 10 tips that we can take on to be able to improve ourselves and our lifestyle and to be just a little bit more healthy and well. So we're very, very grateful for her time. Now, listen, we have so much more coming up. Our next segment is really, really heavy as well. We have
nice.
two doctors that will be joining us. They will be obviously adding much more information that we also need to know, so we can't wait to have these conversations. So we'll be right back right after this.
Here at Easy Dental Care, we have 2 dentists, 3 hygienists, 3 dental assistants. We have a full staff. As you know, we have 4 locations, 1 in Freeport, 1 in Nassau, 1 in Abaco, and 1 in Exuma. And we are fully staffed all throughout the locations. We offer teeth cleaning. We also offer dentures, fillings, bridges, crowns, and root canals. You can come and make a down payment on some of the services, which will be on the dentures, on the root canal, the crown, and the bridges. I do understand the importance of patient care, trust, and customer service. Here at Easy Dental Care, we try our best to offer all of these. You can reach us here at 688-7844 or 5.
Freeport, the reawakened, the reimagined, the rebirth, the Renaissance capital of the Bahamas. Over $1.5 billion in investments. Marinas, cruise ports, downtown revitalization, residential developments. We're putting the city on the map. Want to know more? Just log on. Your future is only a click away.
Welcome back, everyone. We are here on Focus Forward having a wonderful day. We are celebrating Mother's Day, right?
Mother's Day.
So we're looking at health, wellness, and beauty. And just a few moments ago, the beauty ladies just walked into the studio, so we're really, really excited. But we want to continue this conversation because we have some doctors that are joining us. It's important to always hear from the doctors. I'm quite sure they're going to teach you something today that you may not have known or give you some reminders and things that you need to be aware of as mothers and as women.
As women,
in
exactly.
general.
Yes.
Right?
So I like that the show was focused on the women, focused not just on the moms that are the moms that want to be, or just women in general. So I like that. So make sure you stay in tune with what's happening here because these doctors are going to share some good information with us.
Absolutely. So we want to welcome to the show for the very first time, and forgive me, but the names are so beautiful. I hope I get them correct. Dr. Shamanique Bodie Williams.
Excellent.
Oh, thank you.
Got your phonics down pat.
And she is the gynecologist at Bahamas Wellness Center. And also Dr. Anthea Forbes Carey, who I haven't seen since Freeport High days. It was certainly a pleasure to be able to see her. And she's a pediatrician at Hunt for Care Medical and Pediatrics. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Hello.
So good to have you. So good to have you both. So let's start with Dr. Bodie Williams. So tell us a little bit about yourself and give us a little background. We want to appreciate who you are as an individual before we get into the conversation.
Excellent point. So the biggest thing about me is that I'm a child of God.
Okay.
I'm a mother of a college freshman. I am a wife. I am a daughter.
Okay.
And I am a gynecologic surgeon. I've been practicing obstetrics and gynecology for about 20 years. And my highest desire is to see all of the patients that I interact with and the students that I interact with to live their best life.
So 20 years, let me stop right there. You've been practicing a long time. You look fantastic.
I'm telling you.
I mean, did you see the beauty
She's my
ladies
mother.
before you got in here?
The beauty ladies were already here.
She's the mother of a college freshman.
Yes.
Okay.
That's Long Island and Exuma mix.
That's Long Island Zuma mix. Okay, so let me hear what you're going to be talking about because clearly I want to get all that as you go
So
on.
tell us about your practice. What do you do?
So I take care of women of all ages. So I say I have clients as low as 2 if they have gynecologic issues to my oldest client is 98. So I say take care of the toothless to the toothless.
Oh, wow.
And so one of the things that we often see is keeping women in their overall best health. And so that could be in terms of like their physical exams and if they have problems that warrant surgical intervention, such as fibroids, if you're trying to get pregnant, or if you have abnormal bleeding. So the whole scope of anything that can go wrong or right with the system, including if you just want things nipped and tucked, and that's the cosmetic gynae side of things.
Hold on, wait.
Oh, that happens here in Freeport?
I had a little pause right there.
Right.
You said including that
Including.
as well.
What happens in Freeport stays in Freeport.
What happens,
there you go.
and what happens
I'm
at
with it,
Bahamas
I'm with
Wellness
it.
Center
Stays in the Bahamas Wellness
Oh, I think
Center.
we just let the cat out of the bag, right? So the customers are going to be coming.
I'm knocking on your door.
I'm telling you. So tell us give us some tips as women, as mothers. You know, we're always focused on what our children may need, or our husbands, or our significant others. Very few times we really stop as much as we should to take care of ourselves. So from your perspective, what are some of the things that we should be doing to ensure that we are keeping ourselves healthy?
You hit the nail on the head. So because we're so concerned with everyone else, very often we forget our screening, and screening is the way that we are able to detect problems before they come about. And so I encourage all of my women to be the advocate, not just for yourself, but for the other women in your family, so that you can ensure that you're getting your physical in terms of the silent killers, the blood pressure checks, the glucose checks, that you're getting your pap smears, which is our screening tests for problems with the neck of the womb or cervical cancer, that you're getting your mammograms, that you're getting your colonoscopies, that you're getting whatever it is that you need for that particular phase of life that you're in. Because we do go through different stages and phases, and with each phase comes different benefits, but there can also be different complications or issues. And the only way to know what is happening with you is to have a provider that you trust, that you could visit these issues with, because your best asset is you.
Oh, I like that.
Right.
I'm your best asset, though.
I'm sure she would like to be, but it's okay. It's okay. So I'll take that.
So let me ask. So a lot of doctors have a particular area of study, which is yours, is gynecology, but there's usually a passion or a reason or something that happened that changed their life that made them steer in this direction. Share with us what took you in that direction to make that your area of practice.
So my direction actually changed. So I thought, like my colleague, I was going to do pediatrics when I went to med school, but the first patient I actually did her surgery, it was a African American, and she actually had pancreatic cancer. And her surgery was 7 hours, and at that time the lifespan post surgery was about 6 months. And she took my hand in the course of caring for her, and she said to me, "You are going to do women's health." And so she said, "That's the direction." And so I gave it some thought, and then found that I fell in love with that aspect, because we get to journey. Not just do we get to enjoy the surgical side of things, but we also walk through all parts of life, the ups, the downs, the in-betweens, the different phases, different relationships, different pregnancies. It's a total package, and we get to see all faces of the ladies that we interact with, because you have some good days and you have some not good days. But no matter what that day is, you need someone that you could trust, that's going to be in your corner and be in your advocate and give you the best advice for you to have the best outcome possible, whether that's an outcome with them or whether that's an outcome with someone else.
Okay, I've got one more question for you before we go on to our next guest.
Well, we can't go yet because I have a question as well. Go ahead.
Okay. So if you're considering having children or more children, I'm just
Why is it-
asking, what's probably the first thing,
Y'all need to get Alex
a
right
lady
now.
should do
What's going on with this?
if she's thinking about expanding her family?
Love it. Love ladies that are thinking about, not sure about. Have a conversation. That's the first thing, so that we gives your primary provider, your gynecologist, an opportunity to not only do a risk assessment so that you can address possible hindrances to that conception, but it also gives you an opportunity to explore questions, because it's not just the physical side when you're trying to conceive or thinking about it. You also have the emotional aspect and the psychosocial aspect, and all of that has to be dealt with for you to even come to a decision and then have an excellent outcome.
Okay.
I was today old when I realized that you should actually think and talk to your doctor before having children
Yes.
or even more children.
Yes.
I was
Really?
today old.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm just thinking, and I have another baby. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's not think about the risk. If I thought about it, maybe talk to the doctor, and Trace may not be here. So go ahead,
Very
ask your
interesting.
question.
So my question is, again, a little bit more on the practical side. So you talked about being a surgeon, and persons that are watching this, if they didn't capture everything that you would have said, they might have gotten that part. But what about the person that's watching right now that does need to find a gynecologist, that would like to have, to be able to come in, maybe have a consultation, to have a conversation, find out the things that they need to do regularly? Are you that doctor? Can they make an appointment to come to your office and have that, or services done if necessary?
When you first said it, my first response initially was, depends. But because I think that there is a physician for everyone, and you have to find the person that works and connects with you, that you can have that relationship and that rapport and that trust with.
Right.
But I am located, if I am that one for you,
Yes.
at the medical pavilion, and I also have an office in Nassau as well.
Okay.
Okay, so they can find you here or in Nassau.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so our persons that are watching Focus Forward in Nassau, they can find you.
Yes, ma'am.
All righty.
And we know that they are watching. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Bodie Williams. If we can go over to Dr. Forbes Carey.
Just to add a plug, Dr. Bodie Williams delivered my twins 7 years ago.
Okay.
So she is my person.
So she
she's
is
your
your
person.
person.
She's that doctor to you.
Amazing. So if the doctor prefers the doctor, then we probably need to prefer the doctor. Right. You know, let's keep it alive. Keep it all in line. So Dr. Forbes Carey, tell us about yourself. Let us know just a little bit of background. Who is Dr. Anthea Forbes Carey?
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here this morning. Well, today, this afternoon, right? So I am a pediatrician. I studied at the University of the West Indies, School of Clinical Medicine and Research. I did some of my training in New Providence and also in Jamaica. And so I obtained my Doctor of Medicine in Pediatrics for about a year now. I'm also a mother, which is my number one job. I have 3 beautiful children. I have a 14-year-old daughter and a set of twin boys who are 7. And I'm also a proud wife. I've been married for 14 years.
Oh, quite
Like the
nice.
7 and the 14.
Right.
7.
That's the person behind the coat, right?
That's the person. But did you notice we see a little of her personality on their stethoscope?
Yes.
Which is purple, I'll have you know.
Right.
Yes. But take a look
And the
at
pearls,
jewels.
I'll have
And
you
the
notice.
jewels. Yeah, it's like, we
Yes.
see a little of her personality.
So we have the teddy bear, yeah,
Oh,
for
oh,
pediatrics.
and the teddy bear on there as well. So her personality comes out. You know.
really cute.
Now, I want to ask before we get into all these important questions Lindy is going to ask you. I mean, what makes you think to get into pediatrics to deal with all these little snotty-nosed little children? Because when they're sick, I mean, I don't know if your son has always been a good sick child, but when my son is sick, it's... yes.
You know, to be a pediatrician, it's a gift, it's an honor, it's a pleasure, and it's something that I love and that I enjoy doing. I feel like I was just made for it. When I rotated through pediatrics as an intern, it's a department that I loved, and it's just something that comes natural to me. I'm naturally a mother, and so, you know, my kids get to benefit from this service every single day. And I look at it as a form of ministry as well, you know, to have mothers entrust you with their precious child, you know, that's a huge responsibility. So it's just something that I felt I was born for, and I love it, I enjoy it, and it's an honor for any mother who entrusts me with their child.
Just listening to her, I could imagine the way she may be with the children, right? Because, you know, the children are very afraid most of the time when they have to go for anything. When they have to go to the hospital
Her
or to the
tone just
clinic.
makes you feel like she'll
Yes.
take them and comfort
I
them.
get
Some people
that
say,
mothering.
you sound like you're singing when you're talking.
Yes, yes.
I wonder if we ask a
It's so
14-year-old
soothing.
if she'll say, Mommy sounds just like that at home.
Yeah, I think she would.
We'll ask her.
90% of the time.
I've got a question for you. So, you know, this is our Mother's Day show. We're talking about, we're getting some information into the moms. What are some things that you would want new mothers, what is some information you'd want to share with them? Because, you know, new mothers are usually the ones that are, what's the word I could use? They're overzealous or they're very nervous.
Right.
Just a little overzealous.
Right.
They want to pick up the phone and call the pediatrician all the
For
time.
everything.
What are some
the minute.
information? Sound like
Didn't
did
you
that.
do it? I was there. Didn't you do it?
I don't even remember. It's been so long.
But then you don't know what you don't know
You don't
as
know.
a new mother.
Right, which is true. So what is some information, as the new mothers are watching or moms-to-be, what is some information you can share with them that will give them a little peace and calm?
Yeah. So a few things. When you are thinking or considering, you know, having a child, while you're pregnant, you know, more so during the latter part of the pregnancy, I encourage, those women to come and see me or come and see a pediatrician. Let's start having the conversations, you know, just to give you an idea as to what to expect. You know, we go through a few scenarios, answer some questions. I find that to be very beneficial. And then also the preventative visits, you know, we deal with sick visits, you know, we do vaccines, immunizations, the well visits, the physicals. But I would really like to promote more of the preventative side, encouraging those mothers, you know, do your wellness checks, bring your children in, not only when they're sick, but, you know, to bring them in for the wellness checks. Those are so important. That's where we have the conversations. That's where we monitor the blood pressures. That's where we look at your BMIs. You know, we talk about the importance of your diet, your exercise. You know, we encourage vaccines, you know, or immunizations, as you would know it. We have all those important conversations and anything else that may be going on with your child from a holistic standpoint or a developmental standpoint. And I do have my parents spoiled. I have a website. It's huntforcare.com or antheacarey.com. You can look it up.
About
and
to.
and when you go on the page, if you hit contact us, you can fill out that information, hit submit. The minute you hit submit, my phone pings. And so I am available and accessible because I wanted to be the pediatrician that provides a different level of care for the pediatric population here in Grand Bahama. And so, accessibility is very important. My office is open
There you
from
go.
Monday to Saturday.
It's right there.
Checking it out, huh?
Hit contact us.
Oh, it's so cute.
Yes, it is.
We're going to the beach. Oh, I like this doctor already.
Very, very attractive.
You talk about preventative care. I won't lie to you. I don't think I had much preventative care with my boys. I have 3 boys
important.
because we were always in the doctor.
Yep.
There was always something.
Something,
So it was like, okay, well, since they're here, let's do the
do this.
immunization. And since we're here, let's do that. Do you find that most new moms are usually in the doctor more often, or is it that you really want them to understand how important the preventative visits are?
I want them to understand how important the preventative visits are. We can do the eye screening during that visit. We just have so much to discuss, review, and talk about. So I really want to push the preventative side.
Okay.
Okay, great. So this has been a wonderful conversation. I hate to have to stop it, right? Because it's so much good information coming to, again, mothers, but also women. And we will be sharing this information with everyone. This is really, really
They'll
good.
be able to see it on the screen.
Right, so they'll be
Yes.
able to see what's happening here. But this is some good stuff.
But you heard that, though.
But you missed
Contact.
one thing. We were talking about Bahamian doctors working in our systems here, persons that can appreciate who we are, understand us, and are willing to build relationships with us over time. I think that's really important.
We know that's your one
To have
word.
that trust
Yes.
and building relationships. I always say relationships are great
that's
within
it.
the city of Freeport, and that's how things move. But when you have confidence in your doctor because you've built a relationship with them, when you come to a time where you may need something done and you don't know who you can talk to, you can actually
Speak to the doctor.
your doctor, or you can entrust that the pediatrician is going to take care of your child. That makes a whole lot of difference.
Contact you.
Contact, and
The phone's
I
gonna
call
ping.
you. I tell my parents, if you message me at 3 in the morning and I'm up at 3 in the morning, I will call you at 3 in the morning.
If you're up at 3 in the morning.
I like that kind of
Or
service.
shortly after. Or shortly after. Or according to our last guest, it's
Right.
make sure you get those 8 hours sleep.
I know,
so you
right?
can function. All right, ladies, we thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
sharing this
Very,
information
very
with
grateful
us
to have you on the
today.
show. And of course, the invitation remains open as your practices develop and as you want to continue to share information. You always have an opportunity to come back to the show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, we're not done with Focus Forward yet. Today is just one of those days where we're talking about health, wellness, and now we're going to go on to Alex's favorite.
Beauty.
Beauty.
This is
of
the
course,
beauty.
as mothers, you need to have an opportunity to get ready for Mother's Day. So what are some of the things you can do? So I'm thinking, you get a little massage, you go to the spa, you get your skin ready, you start
wanna
looking
buy
and feeling
clothes.
good. And then you can
New
get your
shoes.
clothes and your shoes
get
and
my
your
hair done.
purses and
I'm going to get my
get
face
your hair done. You don't even have to get your hair done these days. You could just buy the hair, just put it on. You have options, and we have a lady that's going to be joining us who's going to tell us about
Agreed.
that. So we have one more segment to go. I hope you're enjoying it as much as we are. So we will be right back right after this commercial break.
Or thinking about starting a business or looking to expand and grow an existing business, the Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau can help. We are your complete business resource center, offering a one-stop shop service to aspiring entrepreneurs and existing business owners. Did you know that most startup businesses fail within the first 3 to 5 years as a result of poor planning, insufficient funding, and lack of basic business management skills and training? The Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau offers a wealth of resources, information, and support to help entrepreneurs avoid costly mistakes, make wise choices, and plan effectively for a successful business venture. Why risk becoming a statistic? Helping entrepreneurs realize their goals of successful business ownership while working with existing businesses to remain competitive and profitable is what we do. Visit or call us today for more information on how the Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau can help you. Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau, empowering license.
Welcome back, everyone, here on Grand Bahama's Best Talk Show. We are having a fantastic Mother's Day segment. Aren't you learning a whole lot?
I am. Are you?
I am. What are you learning, Alex? Because you always have a whole lot going on up there.
I'm learning
What
that
are
you
learning?
need to have a conversation with the gynecologist before having a baby or a next baby.
That actually is a real tip. Okay.
And also that you need to speak with your pediatrician as well.
Okay.
You
About
know,
what?
As a mom to be of a next child.
Okay.
You know, I'm just saying. That's what I learned. What did you learn?
You seem to be having a whole moment.
I have a whole moment.
So I learned some of the same things, but like I said at the end of the segment, I think what they sold for me, because they're doctors, so I know they know what they're doing. What they sold for me was the relationship. Just in speaking to them, I feel comfortable saying, perhaps this is something I might want to pursue. They are open. They're sharing information that we need to know, not just as mothers, but as women. And because we now, and I hope I get this one right now, we have a gynecological surgeon here within the city of Freeport, which I did not know.
Right.
That is also new. And then she mentioned some things. You have to get your women's stuff. Your pap smears, your mammograms, your colonoscopies, those things associated with, right? And then on the pediatrician side, when
Wait, before we get to the pediatrician.
you asked the question, I'm
the
answering you.
gynecologist said she did some other stuff too.
What did she say?
She's do some nip and tuck too.
Well, I heard that, but if you want to do the additional
wanna make sure
advertisement,
say that.
I am quite sure that our guests would be really happy
and
to know that.
she stressed that what happens at the Bahamas Wellness Center stays at the Bahamas Wellness Center.
I get it, and we will trust her to do just that.
Did you also know
What else?
that the pediatrician that we had on the show with the gynecological surgeon said that she delivered her twins?
Right.
Okay.
Trust and confidence, doctor to doctor, right? Well, doctor to patient.
If the doctor
and
like
reverse.
this doctor, then obviously that's the doctor to go to. You know, Glendia had asked in the first segment,
Right.
is she that doctor? I think she is that doctor.
Okay, I got it. And then we talked with the pediatrician about her services, right?
Yes.
And of course, I took the time to take a look at the website. Very, very impressive.
She can find out.
And she is very open. She's very open to being able to being there for her parents, and that is very important as a new mother, or if you're not a new mother,
We
because
should have asked
anything
her how many times
associated.
her phone goes off.
We didn't.
We didn't ask her because I could imagine ping, ping, ping. She says
Because
every
everybody-
time someone messages her online, her phone goes off.
Right.
She don't answer my
I'm quite
texts.
sure she can handle it. She
don't-
can handle
she
it.
don't respond to my
but
texts
she
that quickly.
mentioned about, of course I don't. But you know, we've talked about the pediatrician and the pediatrics and the things that can happen for mothers and new mothers and the things that they need to know, vaccinations, immunizations, those kinds of things. And just being able to be prepared, having those conversations. And so I like those things. And so we're learning a whole lot. And then, of course, we spoke with Coach Celia at the very top. We got those 10 tips. So if you weren't
Healthy
watching the
days.
show at the time, just know that we can definitely share some of this information if we share the show with other people. So let's move right on to our final segment, certainly not the least, but our final segment with these beautiful ladies that are joining us, who's going to help us to understand what we can do when it comes to beauty. For Mother's Day. So we want to talk about it. So Alex is already feeling very, very beautiful, but we want to welcome to our show. Some of you have been here before, some of you haven't, but we're going to welcome everybody. So first, if I can introduce Mrs. Dana Nesbitt from Exotic Tresses. Remember when I said that there's a lady, you can just get the hair, just, right? She gets it ready.
This is it. Okay.
Hair products and wig customization and application, the whole nine, and she's going to tell us
That's
about
it.
that. So we're very happy to have you on the show.
Okay.
Very, very happy to have you on the show. And we also want to welcome to the show Miss Baronet Thomas, Ashes Beauty Loft. Have you ever been in the loft?
She's the stylist of the styles.
She is.
Okay.
It's one thing to sell clothing, it's another thing to style your customers, and she does that exceptionally
I
well.
have been styled.
You have.
By the infamous Baronet Thomas.
Good. So have I. So have
I
I.
looked fabulous while I was in her style chair.
Did you say fabulous with a little English tone just now?
Yes, I did. Did you not notice it's coming out now that we're talking about beauty?
This is a lot. And we also want to welcome to the show Miss Sophia Muller. Thank you so much, Love's Healing Touch.
Yes.
Now, I've been to Love's Healing Touch. Have you?
Of course.
that is another experience that person, like, you just have to be there to really appreciate
really thinks
how well. I'm just
that
checking.
she owns everybody.
No, I'm just saying, we say buy local, shop at home, support your local businesses. I know I do. Just want to know if you do as well.
Oh, we go way back.
Yes, we
You're
go
like
way
family.
back. Yes, you're
Okay.
you're always at Love's Healing Touch, and so
Oh,
are you.
really?
And
I'm
I
telling you.
appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Love's healing touch.
And have you felt the love when you were there?
Always.
That's why.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's get into our conversation and let's start talking a little bit about your businesses. So since we stopped with you, Miss Mullet, let's start with you.
Okay.
Tell us about Love's Healing Touch and what are you offering for Mother's Day?
So we're actually doing it every year. We do a raffle. So we do a small 2-week long raffle where whenever you come into the spa to get a service or purchase a product, we go ahead and put your name in the raffle, and you get a chance to win a half a day at the spa, which includes a taste of a half-an-hour massage, a half-an-hour facial, as well as a pedicure, your choice of a pedicure or a gel manicure.
I need to
So
message
that's
my
what we're
husband.
doing.
Right now. What's going on here? I need that right now.
That is wonderful. So how do persons go about booking? Do they call? Do they email? How
So
do they do it?
the Grand Bahama Port Authority has helped us to be very tech savvy, and so we have the ability to book online. We have a website where you can go ahead and see all of our services, all of their prices, book online, and pay online. So feel free to call us as well.
So
Come
if
in
I can find you
person.
here, I can find you anywhere.
Exactly.
So that is fantastic. That's good news.
I just wanted to hear pay online.
Yes,
I just
you
needed
can
to
do
know
that. Yes.
You know, sometimes my life runs a little on charge.
Okay.
So I need to be able to, can I swipe here? Can I do a bank transfer? Okay, love it.
Book online, pay online.
And she is located on West Atlantic.
Correct.
Tell us exactly where you are.
So we're just down from the former Ruby Swiss restaurant in the La Belle Plaza. So if you are aware of the La Belle Salon and the Silk Cafe restaurant is very popular, we're right in that same building.
Because you're popular.
We are. We are very popular.
I didn't know.
So that's a very popular spot.
You're that spot.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is where the massage was coming in.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
for my birthday, you can, treat me to a massage.
To call your husband. Since we're really talking about
That's
it.
what we're talking about.
So tell us about one of the services that persons would normally come to you for. I know they come for all of them.
Oh, they do.
But what do you say would probably be one of the best services that a mother may say, you know what? If I can't come for that wonderful specialty package, I would love to go for this. What would that be?
Okay, so we have a common service of classic manicures and pedicures. But the way we do it at Love's Healing Touch, there's nothing regular about it. It's definitely upscale in that we pamper you with warm towels and we scrub your legs down, not only the feet, but from the knee down. And we give you a wonderful foot massage.
She's having a moment.
So that's the most popular service. However, during special events like Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's, people go all out and they want a facial and they want a massage. They want to really treat themselves. And I would say that a spa service is the best gift you can give anyone. And especially as mothers, we're usually so selfless. We're thinking about everybody else but ourselves. So this is the perfect gift to give someone who gives to others. They really appreciate somebody giving them a time for themselves to rejuvenate. Yes.
Yes. So after you would have gone to, be rejuvenated, you've gotten the facial, you've had the massage, your feet have gotten, everything is done. At some point you want to look really good. You want your apparel to look as beautiful as your face does, as beautiful as your skin does, right? And so this is when you go to Ashes Beauty Loft, right? So tell us, Ms. Thomas, tell us about your business and what you do. Now, we don't want to hear just about the clothes. We want to hear about the styling, but let's go.
Of course, you know that I'm the only Baronet Thomas, the owner of Ashes Beauty Loft. And both of you guys have been styled by me before, so you know it's very intense.
For sure.
I'm gonna pull up my focus. I have a couple focus forward shows where I've been rocking your jewelry, rocking the
Yes,
clothes.
definitely. And so surprisingly is that Sunday was my storefront anniversary, which made Ashes Beauty Loft 7 years.
Congratulations.
And all together, we've been doing it for 15 years.
Congratulations.
Right? So, and I remember, thank you, I remember being on this show, and I think it was both of you.
Yes.
So I've watched you matured and looked, you guys look fabulous as always. But Ashes Beauty Loft, we are definitely the place where you want to be. We offer a wide variety of not only style, I don't sell style. I don't. I sell confidence. That's what we sell in Ashes Beauty Loft.
Well, you can't
I
walk
love
out
it.
there, but
You don't purchase clothes. You
Yeah.
purchase confidence. I love it.
Yeah, I could say that.
You definitely purchase confidence. So when you will come into Ashes Beauty Loft, it's not
Which is
just looking.
downtown, by the way.
Yes, yes, downtown.
We won't forget Alex.
So we definitely, when you come in, it's actually, you don't just go and look through the racks and like, no, I'm gonna go. No, I want to know your name. I want to feel you. I want to see your energy. I want to see what you're confident about, what you need to bring out more. So I would always recommend, of course, I'm a certified image consultant. So I want to know where you're going, what type of people you want to attract, what type of job interview you want to land, how do you want them to see you. So all of this play a part in coming to Ashes Beauty Loft. So you're there for like an hour and 30 minutes because I could talk.
Yes. Yes. The timing is about right. Yeah. But it's time well spent.
Yes, it's definitely time well spent. So by the time as I'm done asking you where you're going and how do you feel and if you're married and if you're single, I based you dressed on that. I based you dressed on things that you don't see that I see. So I go in your inner soul like, you know what? This color would look good on you. So I'll have a customer be like, Barry, I like black. Now only put me in black. I'm like, no, we're not doing the funeral thing. I said, and black is actually intimidating sometimes. If you're going into a warm environment, you want to look the part, you want to be friendly, you want people to see your vibrancy. And that's the thing, we don't know. I try to educate my clients, or even my customers when they come in there, you have to look the part into where you're going. And you want to be, you want persons to greet you with a smile, especially I love dressing teachers, but the teachers are like more playful, they're fun, they have to interact with children. So that's my strong point when it comes, especially when I have to dress teachers. Okay. But for Mother's Day,
yes.
Listen,
Linda.
You leaning all the way on my shoulder listening.
Hold on, listen. But just to put a plug right there, right? Yeah. Ashes Beauty Loft is not your typical clothing store.
No, it's
and
not.
I think that deserves recognition.
Thank you.
When you're thinking out of the box, when you're thinking glamorous, when you're thinking over the top, when you're thinking like me.
No, and when you're thinking you don't want a twin. Right?
Okay,
no, seriously.
Fair. When
I'm telling you.
Just said that.
Yes, she did.
I love it. It's the truth.
Yes.
It's the truth.
Because you know what she does? She will say, oh, I remember when I was there shopping for a special occasion, the girl's like, oh, no, we won't get that because we did have someone, we have 2 of those, and someone actually bought that for the same event. So if you want to get it, you got to wear it later. I was like, I love it. But what I like about the store is when you're walking in there, you already know. Everything is a statement piece.
Yes.
That's just it. It doesn't matter what you pick.
That is true.
Yes.
Everything is a statement piece.
is.
And plug for the girl you have in there now. Amazing.
I love her. I love
She's
her.
super.
I love her. Oh my God.
She's like,
So tell us about these statement pieces really quickly.
So these statement pieces are basically everything I sell is statement pieces.
That's right.
The straight to the jewelry. Right now, we just introduced our new shoe line from Colombia. Yes.
okay.
Yes.
The feet on me.
Yes, girl. So I'm excited about that. And right now, for Mother's Day, we have a lot of colors in. We have a lot of pastels. And most of my customers or persons that's come in there, they say, Barry, you never have sizes. You only cater to the skinny ladies. And I'm like, okay, I'm tired. But I am so tired of hearing that. So what I did, I went straight up to 4X. Straight up to 4X. And I'm not talking about Grammy 4Xs. I'm talking about when you're out there, you look and feel like, hey, it's me. I'm it. I'm here. What's going on? Okay. That's
I love the energy, right? I love the energy.
I look like the Empire State Building.
Yes.
I stand here.
Wonderful.
To make a statement.
So once you would have gone to Ashes Beauty Loft and you just I'm here. It's me type situation. Now you have to make sure, you know how they say your hair is your beauty? I don't know if that was a Bahamian thing, but it's the, yes.
Okay.
So now this is when you have to go over to exotic tresses. And it's very exotic. So let's talk about it. Tell us about your business. And what are you doing for Mother's Day?
Start off with where you're located.
Okay, that's a great start. So,
Okay.
Our Freeport store is located on Logwood Road. We're in the Chances Plaza, so that's directly opposite the $2 store.
Close to downtown.
Yes.
Everything is close to downtown for her. It's
Technically. We'll get back to her. But the main reason I started this brand was similar to like Barry said, to make women feel beautiful and confident. And I find that our hair is our crown, and it tends to be the first thing that people see when they look at us, when they look at our face, right? And the hair is what really completes you. Now, the issue sometimes with hair and beauty is that for a lot of times it has not been convenient, right? So our goal is to actually bridge that gap between beauty and convenience, because you don't want to have to choose, right? And so that's why we've been launching a lot of ready-to-wear units, which are full wigs, where we've done all the work for you. So gone are the days when you're in the salon for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours. You don't have to worry about that anymore. You give us the vision, and we go ahead and we execute it for you, because the goal is we don't want you to have to think about all of the things that you need to do on the back end. We just want to do it for you.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you
Yeah,
very
we
much.
want to do it for you. And
Because a lot is going
We
on.
need to have an
Yes.
exotic tresses show where we walk in here and we're like, this is done for us.
Yes.
It is done. You know what? I'm gonna pitch that. We're gonna get Barry's gonna style us. It's gonna be a special style show. We're gonna walk in here with flair, and we're gonna have exotic tresses after we've had our massages.
Right.
And we're just gonna be in her statement show.
So let's continue to hear from exotic tresses. Go ahead. This is a lot. This is a lot, Alex.
But yes, I think another thing when we think about our hair and our beauty is, I don't know about y'all, but I love to switch up my look, right? Today you may see me with this, tomorrow you may see me with something else. The next day I may be blonde, right? So I like that versatility, and we don't want to have to worry about damaging our natural hair
to be
underneath.
convenient.
Yes, it has to be convenient. It has to be protective, right? And so we merge the two of those, and that's how we've created our ready-to-wear units. So, like everyone said before, we know that mothers, women specifically, we tend to prioritize everything and everyone else. And sometimes we put ourselves on the back burner too many times. And so we want to make sure that every woman has the opportunity to feel beautiful, whatever style, whatever vision she has, we're able to bring that to life. And so we have a promotion going on where we have all of our ready-to-wear glueless wigs. We have short lengths, and they're all $220 and under. So you can come in, you can try them on, we can style you, you can determine what it is that you really like, and we make sure you leave out there happy.
So when I get into your store, you're gonna make sure that fits just right on my head and I look good?
Perfect.
I'm gonna look as good as you look today.
Even better.
I mean, I don't know if y'all really could see, but she looks just adorable.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Is this
Thank
exotic
you.
tresses as
of
well?
Of course, absolutely.
Are we having that show
You're
soon?
really excited. You're
Yes,
really
I
excited
am
about all
excited.
of this.
We can
No,
change our look.
this is good stuff, and I'm happy that you ladies are just sharing all of this with us, because we know, but we don't always know. That's
right. Yeah.
And so this is just one of those occasions where we get to bring these ladies on the show, and I may take Alex up on this. Let's just do a show. Let's do a show.
An iconic show.
Let's have something where we can see and we can touch and we can feel and have some persons experience it. Let's see how that goes.
And we'll have Baronet put you in something bright, colorful, like me. And then you can switch
Bright
me
is
up.
good. Bright is good sometimes, not
She
all
wouldn't
the
let you
time.
Did you hear what she just said?
Sorry, I missed.
You missed that?
I don't think you would let me put you in something bright, because every time she's in Ashley, she's saying, "Now, Barry, you know why I'm a girl. She loves black. She loves black and navy."
It depends on where I'm going and what I'm
Same.
doing. Lately, I've been stepping outside of it. You didn't see me with Art Lukai, didn't you?
I did, and I
Yes.
saw you at the expo.
And at the expo, I had on
you-
some colors
you
in
had
the
a purple
welcome
color?
reception.
Oh,
Yes.
She wore all green.
So I wore green at the expo. I
Emerald
wore
green.
pink at the welcome reception.
Okay.
I'm getting out there. I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm learning.
Eventually.
Oh,
But we'll definitely see how things go, and let's explore that opportunity to see if we can do something.
and you will let her put you.
Anything I want
No
to.
promises. No promises. But I will try to be as flexible as I can, and as I
for
may
the
feel
show.
comfortable.
We will have you put her in
So
whatever
we'll see how it works. We will
and
see
you
how
will
it
put
works.
her on whatever you feel like it. We're going to style her for this show.
What about you?
Thank you
What
so
about you?
much.
Because you, Alex. I mean, we're talking.
Alex, Alex, we're gonna see what happens.
We have to wrap
so,
up.
So we'll have to.
We're out of time.
We actually do. We actually do, unfortunately. But we'll be the mannequins for the day. So let's see how things go, and we will go from there. They'll find something colorfully professional for me, I'm sure, and we could make it. We can make it happen. So thank you guys so much for being with us, and ladies, thank you for joining us, bringing your businesses to the table. We're having opportunities to speak to these wonderful women, all of them that would have joined us today. Coach Celia, Dr. It's so many names. Hold on now. Let me just make sure I get it all together. Dr. Shamanique Bodie Williams, Dr. Anthea Forbes, these beautiful ladies that are joining us right now.
That's right.
We're so delighted to have all of them with us. And of course, each and every week, we are happy to be here with you. So there's Mother's Day coming up.
That's
and
right.
of course, on behalf of the Grand Bahama Port Authority, we wish to extend to you a blessed and happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers, all of the persons who fit in the mother role and who help to raise and rear children. We are very, very happy to have you guys in our community, and we appreciate you. And so, Alex, until next time.
Until next time.
I'm Glendia Sweeting.
And I'm Alex Thompson.
Informing you on the positive things that happen when you focus forward.
Listening to Focus Forward, sponsored by Invest Grand Bahama. Like us on Facebook at Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau to stay updated. And drop a business card at the Grand Bahama Port Authority receptionist desk to have your business featured on our show. Tune in next Thursday, same time, same place, for Focus Forward.